It's over for you. Here's Cyber Dragon. IXC summon a monster. Cyber Dragon Nova. Check this out. Cyber Dragon Infinity arise. I shall be victorious. Attack! Cyber Dragon Infinity.
So, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Samurai X1 here. Happy Friday! Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Friday. You know, Friday is one of my favorite days of the week because you know what's after Friday? Yes! The weekend! Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. In today's deck profile, I'm coming at you with the updated, brand new Cyber Dragon OTK deck profile for you guys today. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Cyber Dragons is by far one of my favorite decks of all time, next to Dinosaur Heroes and Six Samurais. This deck is actually low-key insane, and it's straight heat, straight. And I cannot wait to showcase you guys this deck profile for you guys today. And near the end of the video, I'll go through some in-depth combos that you guys can actually do with this deck when it comes to facing today's metagame. So I really hope you guys just enjoy this video. For those of you here on the channel for the very first time, consider hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you guys turn on this. Oh man, I miss this bell, man. Oh my. Yeah! Explode! Smash! Uppercut elbow! That thumbs up button for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh videos, man! And guys, I'd like to apologize for the lack of uploads this week. You know, some stuff going on right now, but I'm okay. I'm doing well, and I just really hope you guys aren't mad at me for not uploading the past couple days. But I'm back today and tomorrow, so make sure you guys stay tuned for some more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. All right, guys, I won't waste any more of your time. Without further ado, let's get started with the brand new Cyber Dragon OTK deck profile for the brand new October 2020 format. All right, guys, let's begin. Alright guys, welcome to the brand new Cyber Dragon OTK deck profile for the October 2020 format. Alright guys, let's get started. So first and foremost, you must play triple copies of Cyber Dragon. You're playing a Cyber Dragon based deck, especially a deck that's focused around on going second to easily OTK your opponent. Maximizing Cyber Dragon at 3 is actually very, very important unless you're playing the trap variant of Cyber Dragon, but in this version you're not. You're trying to OTK as quickly as possible, and the chances of you actually OTKing with this deck is super duper high, especially with cards like Verde Anaconda and cards like Overload Fusion. You can easily OTK with this deck. So triple Cyber Dragon, absolutely mandatory in playing the deck. And in this variation of OTK Cyber Dragons, you're playing 3 copies of machine duplication, so maximizing Cyber Dragon is actually really, really important. And also, if your opponent has a monster in the extra monster zone while you're going second, you can easily contact fuse using Cyber Dragon and the monster in your opponent extra monster zone. So triple Cyber Dragon, absolutely mandatory to play in the deck. Next off, we're playing the best Cyber Dragon in the deck, triple Cyber Dragon Core. This card is insane. Drawing this card, more than likely just win the duel, man. You summon this card, search any Cyber Dragon spell or trap card directly from your deck to your hand, is actually very beneficial. So maximizing core is very important. Also at the same time, the secondary effect in the graveyard is very important. If you control no monsters and your opponent controls the monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon any Cyber Dragon monster directly from the deck. It doesn't have to be directly Cyber Dragon. It can be any Cyber Dragon monster, whether or not it would be Core, hers, Naxter, or even the Cyber Dragon itself. So Core is just really good for that. But obviously the main reason why Core is in here is that it gets access to any Cyber Dragon spell or trap cards directly from your deck to your hand. So triple copies of Core, very important. Obviously triple copies of hers, very beneficial playing the deck as well. This card's kind of like a Dante. Whenever this card is sent to the graveyard, you basically get to recycle a Cyber Dragon monster from your graveyard or add a Cyber Dragon directly from the deck to your hand. And obviously it's really important to note that Cyber Dragon Core, hers, and even cards like Cyber Dragon Naxter are all treated as Cyber Dragons while in the graveyard. So once hers touches the graveyard, hers will get to activate its ability to recycle your Cyber Dragon Core, hers, or even a Naxter from your graveyard to your hand, or hard search a Cyber Dragon directly from your deck to your hand, right? So hers is really good. Searching from the deck, it searches a Cyber Dragon, but searching from the graveyard and recycling Cyber Dragon monsters, all the cards in the graveyard will count as Cyber Dragons, so you can easily add Core, hers, or Naxter from a graveyard to your hand. So hers is just really good, and especially with Galaxy Soldier, hers is just insane. And last but not least, for your Cyber Dragon monster, playing the 1 copy of Cyber Dragon Naxter. This card, in my opinion, is a brick. You don't need to play multiple copies of this card. 1 or 2 copies is good enough, but I felt like you can always easily search this card, so it's not necessary to play this card as a 2 of, in my opinion. And last but not least, round off with your machine engine, you're playing double double copies of Galaxy Soldier in the deck. And this card is easily searchable off Cyber Repair Plan, which is absolutely amazing. And it's also one of the cards that helps get access to your Cyber Dragon Nova and Cyber Dragon Infinity. So Galaxy Soldier is just insane. Best extender in the deck. Next off for spells, of course, triple machine duplication. You can't play an OTK based Cyber Dragon deck without playing triple copies of this card. If you guys want to play the trap variant, you guys don't need to play this card, but for this variant of the deck, OTK, 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 triple machine dupe is absolutely mandatory to play in the deck. You're playing 3 core, 3 hers, 1 Naxter, and 3 cyber emergency. So that's a total of 11 targets that you have for machine duplication. If you open up a machine dupe and cyber dragon core, you basically just win the duel. So triple machine dupe is just very nice. Obviously, triple cyber dragon emergency. Search any of your Cyber Dragon monster directly from your deck to your hand. And if this card were to get negated, you can easily discard a card to add this card from your graveyard back to your hand. And a quick note, if Macabre negates this, you're not going to be able to activate this card's effect because this card is no longer in the graveyard. This card will be banished. So just a side note, if Macabre were to negate this, you won't be able to retrieve it back. But if your opponent were to Solemn Judgment this, for some odd reason, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand by discarding a card. So emergency is just really nice. Next off, of course, the Cyber Repair Plan. Very amazing card to search Galaxy Soldier or any of your machine pieces that you're missing directly from your deck to your hand to extend your combo plays. Next, of course, for your fusions, the Overload Fusion and the Cyberload Fusion. So a lot of you guys are questioning why you still play Cyberload Fusion even if you have access to Verde Anaconda. The reason why you play Cyberload Fusion is because it is a searchable fusion spell off Cyber Dragon Core. So it's really important to get access to that searchable fusion spell, which is actually really important. And also at the same time, Overload Fusion, it is not searchable off Cyber Dragon Core. So that's a really downside about Overload Fusion. The upside about Overload Fusion is that it is searchable on Verde Anaconda, which is absolutely amazing. But only if this card can be searched off Cyber Dragon Core, that would have been insane. Let's say you don't OTK your opponent for some odd reason. For Overload Fusion, you can easily activate Cyberload Fusion to shuffle back your banished fusion materials into the deck to make another Chimera Tech Rampage, which is actually really good. So Overload Fusion, searchable off Verde, not searchable off Core. Cyberload Fusion, searchable off Core and Verde Anaconda, which is actually really important. So Cyberload Fusion is really good, and Cybernetic Overflow works really well with Cyberload Fusion as well. So that's pretty much rounds off for your fusion spells and the Cyber Dragon spells you're playing in the deck. And last but not least, you're playing the 1 Cybernetic Overflow in the deck. A really good disruption card. If you're forced to go first, you can easily search this card and have 2 interruptions, actually 3 interruptions with Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is really good. And depends on the amount of hand traps that you have. Overflow, which just becomes even better because it just increases the amount of interruptions that you have in your hand, right? So Overflow is really nice. Searchable Trap, which is really awesome. Next off, for your support cards to support this Cyber Dragon OTK deck, Double Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. This card is insane. Shouts to Yassine for actually creating this. This card becomes so good in the deck, especially with Mega Fleet. You're already providing yourself with 1 dark in the graveyard, so you can easily summon Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. Let's say you summon Cyber Dragon, summon Core, search a Cyber Dragon spell, link away your opponent's extra deck monster to Chimera Tech. Now you have a Chimera Tech Mega Fleet and a Cyber Dragon. Link those 2 away for Seeger. So now you already have darks in the graveyard for Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, and you just have so many other options to just break your opponent's board while going second. So Legionnaire is nice. You don't need this card to win, but I felt like it's just a really great option card that you have access to in your deck to help break your opponent's board, which is actually really good. So Legionnaire is just absolutely insane in the deck in my opinion, and it's also a 3000 beat stick. Also at the same time can help revive back your Core Nova Infinity from your graveyard by the cost of which is banishing 3 lights, right? So Legionnaire is really good. Also banishing your light monsters in your machine also feels your Cyberload Fusion, which is actually really nice. So Legionnaire has so much synergy in this deck, and it's a really great OTK card to help break boards. Next off, the reason why Cyber Dragons are so good and the reason why the OTK variant is so viable is because the amount of hand traps they're able to play in the deck. So obviously, best hand trap in the deck, triple Gamma, and of course the Cyframe Driver. Core in the graveyard banishes sub to summon a Cyber Dragon. Your opponent ashes, Gamma. Cyber Dragon Emergency, your opponent ashes, Gamma. You win the entire game. Galaxy Soldier activates, oh, Gamma. You win the duel. So Gamma is insane. And it's also a light, which is why lights are very important because you're also playing triple Nibiru and also triple Effect Veiler for all the light hand traps you're playing deck. And the reason why light monsters are really important is why? Because Galaxy Soldier exists. Alright, so these are all targets for Galaxy Soldier if you ever need to activate this card. So Galaxy Soldier essentially never becomes dead in your deck because of the amount of hand traps, light hand traps per se, that you're playing the deck, right? So these cards are just insane. Really high impact hand traps. Gamma not once per turn. Nibiru, obviously a blowout card. Effect Veiler is also not once per turn as well. So these cards are just really great to play in your deck for just hand traps to combat today's metagame, right? So imagine opening up with Core and like a bunch of hand traps, you pretty much just win the duel, right? Next off for your generics, of course, Triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. And last but not least, Triple Infinite Impermanence, the best hand trap in today's meta, 100%. The reason why Impermanence is so good is because it doesn't trigger off tactics, right? Which is really important. So that'll pretty much round off for the hand trap lineup. You're playing a total of 15 hand traps in your deck, which is a little bit ridiculous, but your deck is a going second base deck, so every going second base deck, especially Cyber Dragons, you need to utilize the amount of hand traps you're playing in the deck, 100,000%. These 15 can be any other 15 hand traps or going second cards you guys will like. It's just basically 15 free slots that you guys should be playing the deck. You know, I definitely recommend playing the hand traps in these 15 card slots, but if you guys ever want to play anything else, you guys can go ahead and do so. But I felt like these are just solid 15 hand traps to combat against today's meta. So now pretty much round off for your main deck. Main deck, I believe, is just absolutely perfect, and the deck is just so beautiful because you're able to just play so many hand traps to just help you OTK more efficiently and help you go second more effectively, right? So now pretty much round off for your main deck. Let's go off to your extra deck real quick. Okay, let's go off with your Cyber Dragon cards, the Seeger, double Rampage, the one Fortress right here, and the double Mega Fleet. Obviously, next you're playing double Nova. I decided to bump up Nova to 2, and I feel like a lot of people cheat when it comes to this. If your opponent were to Maximus you and you send Cyber Dragon and Antis to the graveyard, you can no longer revive back the Nova from your graveyard using Nexter because this card wasn't properly summoned. So just a heads up, you cannot do that. You also cannot Levy and revive this back if you send this card Hop Maximus. So playing 2 copies of this is very efficient in my personal opinion. So double Nova is nice, also really good for OTKs, and it's one of the cards that actually helps you play around the Nibiru, which is really good. So Nova is nice. Cyber Dragon Infinity is really good, and I'll pretty much round off for all your Cyber Dragon extra deck cards you're playing in the deck. Next off, you're playing the Union Carrier, really great. It also bumps Chimera Tech, which is awesome as well. So Union Carrier is good. Anima is great. This card's in here, so you can bounce back the Nibiru token whenever you put it in column 2 or 4. So Anima is really good. Mirage, the Verde Anaconda, obviously, help you get access to your Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. And last but not least, I play the one Makaba and also the one Entis. And the reason why Makaba and Entis is so good is because if your opponent were to Maximus you, which a lot of Invoke players are doing now, and they're still playing Maximus in the main deck, you can easily just send Nova and Entis to the graveyard, pop their Makaba, and then summon your own Makaba, which is really good. And that's why I'm playing 2 copies of Nova, because if you send your one and only Nova to the graveyard, you can no longer revive that card back off Nexter. So that's why it's really important to play 2 copies of Nova. So that'll pretty much round off for your extra deck. Let's go over with some combos you can do with this deck real quick. Alright guys, welcome to the combo segment of this video. I really hope you guys enjoy. I'll showcase you guys a basic OTK that you can do with this deck real quick. If you open up with this, you literally just win the duel. It's like the God Card Exodia combo. And before you get started with the combo, if you guys want to help support the channel, as always, make sure you guys get your Rise of Heroes playmat today. Hit the link down below. Really awesome, beautiful playmat. Has Cyber Dragons in it. Cyber and Dragon. Get your playmat today, guys. Link down below. Let's begin. So I'll showcase you guys on what you can do with Cyber Dragon Core and Machine Dupe. Is your normal Core, activate Core's effect. You can search your Cyberload Fusion directly from your deck to your hand, and now what you can do is that you can activate your Machine Duplication right here, target the core. Now you're going to special summon both your Cyber Dragons directly from the deck, which is really good. So summon your 2 Cyber Dragons, and now what you're going to do is that you're going to link core away to make your Mirage right here, and now what you're going to do is you're going to overlay these 2. Okay, you're going to activate Nova's effect to detach a material, to revive back the Cyber Dragon that's in your graveyard. You want to make sure you go into your Infinity first before you go into your Verde Anaconda. Now using these 2, alright, you're going to make Verde Anaconda. Now you're going to activate Verde Anaconda right here to send the Overload Fusion to the graveyard. Okay, and summon Rampage Dragon right here. And now you can activate Rampage Dragon to dump hers and also core to the graveyard. And now what you can do is that you can activate hers effect to add your Cyber Dragon core into your hand for follow-ups on the following turn. So this is actually a pretty decent board right here off just Machine Dupe and everything. This is pretty standard OTK board that you can do. Have Machine Dupe and Cyber Dragon Core. If you open up this, you basically just win the entire duel and just open up for OTKs, which is really nice. And for this point, you can search any card off core. It doesn't really matter. This is just the end board that you'll get, which is really good. But the reason why I search Cyberload is because on the following turn, if somehow you don't OTK through this board, you can activate Cyberload to shuffle these cards back into your deck to make another copy of your Rampage Dragon, which is actually really, really good, right? So that's just, you know, some basic OTKs that you can actually do with the deck. Same similar combo with Cyber Dragon Core and also Machine Dupe. Or if you open up the Cyber Dragon Emergency or a Hers, you pretty much can easily play it on the Biru with this hand right here. So let's just say you have Cyber Dragon Hers. The full extent of this combo right here and what you guys can actually do with opening up with these three cards right here. So first and foremost, same thing, normal core, search your repair plant directly from your deck to your hand. Now you're going to activate Machine Dupe, summon your two Cyber Dragons directly from the deck. And now what you can do is that you can actually go into Amarage right here. And now if your opponent were to Nibiru here, you're pretty much blessed. Because you win the duel regardless, because you're going to get Macabre off with Nova, and you still want to end on Infinity, which is actually really good. So you end up with multiple negates, which is really nice. But let's say you go Nova here, okay, and revive back the Cyber Dragon. If they Nibiru you here, it's no problem. You can still pretty much win. So this already forces your opponent to Nibiru, right? If they were to Nibiru you here, you pretty much win. You get a Nibiru token, which is going to be in defense, obviously. Also, at the same time, Nova is going to help you trigger to summon either Macabre or a Rampage directly from your extra deck. But nonetheless, you still pretty much can just OTK if your opponent were to Nibiru you here, right? But if they don't Nibiru, this is your board right now at the moment. You just go into your Infinity here. Before you make your Predator Plant Verde Anaconda. And now what you can do is that you can just go Cyber Repair Plant, search your Galaxy Soldier, pitch your Hers, summon Galaxy Soldier, activate Hers, activate Galaxy Soldier. Hers will add this, Galaxy Soldier will add another copy of Galaxy Soldier directly from your deck to your hand. And now what you can do, overlay these two right here for your second Nova that you're playing in your deck. Once second Nova is summoned, you can activate Nova's effect to detach a material to revive back another Cyber Dragon from your graveyard, which is absolutely amazing. And now what you can do, discard the Cyber Dragon, summon, of course, the Galaxy Soldier. You can use these two, okay, to make Seeger right here, and then you can use these two right here to make Verde Anaconda. And then you can activate Verde Anaconda to special summon, of course, the Chimera Tech right here. And this is already game. This is already game on board right here. As long as you see Seeger with Rampage, it's already game. Or if you like, do is that you can use these two, okay, to make Predator Plant Verde Anaconda and activate Verde Anaconda to special summon Rampage Dragon. And it's still OTK nonetheless, because you have Nova to activate Nova's effect to banish a Cyber Dragon to boost this card's attack, so you can beat over anything. And then you have Chimera Tech, which can activate itself to send Hers and Core to the graveyard to attack 3 times, which is actually really good. So there are so many different variant of ways that you can actually crack your opponent's board at OTK with the 3-card combo right there. It's either you end on with this, or like the previous board I showed you, where instead of course, these two, you're going to end on with Seeger right here, which is essentially just the exact same thing. First we're going to do is you're going to normal Core. You're going to activate Core's effect to search Cyber Repair Plant directly from your deck to your hand. And now what you're going to do is that you're going to activate Machine Duplication to special summon 2 copies of Cyber Dragon directly from the deck. This is your 3rd summon, right? 4th summon is going to be this. This is going to be your 4th summon, which is your Nova. And now this is your 5th summon, which is your Infinity. So now, on the 5th summon, if they have Nibiru, you win the duel, because you just negated with Infinity, right? So, you know, so that's your 5th summon, which is Cyber Dragon Infinity. So now what you can do is that you can link Core away, okay, to make Amirage. And now what you're going to do is that you're going to activate your Repair Plant. You're going to search a Galaxy Soldier directly from your deck to your hand. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to activate Soldier's effect, send Hers to the graveyard, special summon Soldier. Hers is going to trigger to add you a Cyber Dragon. Galaxy Soldier is also going to trigger to let you add another copy of Galaxy Soldier directly from your deck to your hand. And now what you're going to do is you're going to ditch Cyber Dragon away, summon the Galaxy Soldier, and now what you can do is that you can overlay these two, okay, and you can activate Nova's effect to revive back the Cyber Dragon. And now what you can do is that you can overlay these two for Verde, and then Verde can activate its effect to banish, to summon your Chimera Tech Rampage right here. And this is just with one additional card to help you play around the Biru, which is actually really, really good, right? So that's another, cool way to actually combo off. Honestly, this is the Exodia hand. If you open up with a hand like this, you're literally going to play through the Biru, play around the Biru. Depends on the cards that you have in your hand, right? So this is the God hand, same thing, but this is actually playing through the Biru. Not preventing the Biru, but if your opponent wouldn't Nibiru you, I'm going to showcase you guys that you guys can actually still win through the Nibiru, right? So you're a normal core, activate core's effect, very standard, search the repair plant, activate machine dupe, okay, special summon 2 Cyber Dragons from the deck, okay. So now you're going to go Nova, which is your 4th summon, and don't go Infinity in your 5th summon. Don't worry, the deck got you, Even though if you play badly, the deck will still reward you. That's how crazy this deck is. So this is your 4th summon, and let's say for 5th summon, for some reason, you decide to actually go into your Almirage. Okay? And this is the perfect opportunity for them to Nibiru you. Okay? But what if you're being greedy, and you want to activate Nova's effect to detach your material to summon Cyber Dragon? This is literally the perfect opportunity for them to just Nibiru your entire board. If they don't, you go into Infinity, they miss their chances of actually Nibiruing you, right? Okay, like they're gonna Nibiru you now. They're gonna Nibiru you, so they're gonna Nibiru your entire board, right here. They're clearing their own monsters as well. But regardless, if they summon this in defense, they still lose. If they summon this in attack, they still lose. But for this instance, let's say your opponent were to carelessly summon it in attack mode. Doesn't matter if it's summon in attack or defense, they still lose regardless. So you get a Nibiru token right here, which is amazing. So this is a token. And then Nova is now going to trigger to special summon your Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon directly from your extra deck. Okay, so you have a free Chimera Tech right here with the Nibiru token. You can activate Repair Plant, search Galaxy, activate Galaxy, ditch hers, summon Galaxy, activate hers, activate Galaxy, hers add Cyber, Galaxy will add another Galaxy. Now you can send the Cyber Dragon from your hand to the graveyard that you searched, summon the Galaxy, overlay these two for your second Nova, which is why it's really important to play 2 Novas in this deck. Activate Nova's effect to revive back a Cyber Dragon that's in your graveyard. And now what you do is that you're going to go into Infinity right here, which is insane. And remember, if this card's in defense, you still win. Okay? But if this card's in attack, you still win. Because what you got to do is that if it's an attack, you can equip this to it. And then your opponent just outplayed, like your opponent just got played. And you just basically won the duel. Because Infinity is going to suck the Nibiru token. If it's in defense, you can just still activate Chimera Tech. Okay, send 2 to the graveyard to attack 3 times. Enter battle phase. This is 600 defense. Attack. Attack, 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 attack. That's a game. And this is through Nibiru, by the way. So this is why Nibiru is a joke against his deck. Because if you have Machine Dupe and Core, and Machine Dupe and hers, you pretty much can play through the hand traps. Which is what makes this deck a little bit ridiculous, right? So it's a lose-lose for your opponent. They're going to Nibiru you the entire board. They summon this on the field. And then you either suck it, or you run over it with Chimera Tech, which can attack so many times, right? So that's pretty much it for some basic combos you guys can do with Cyber Dragons. The deck is just insane. I think it's a really amazing OTK deck, which can play a ton of hand traps. You're guaranteed to see at least one hand trap every single time while going second. The deck is just ridiculous. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below. Make sure you guys smash thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. It is your boy Sam from TV Channel Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.
Be sure to get your playmat today at tsx1.com.